Welcome to the Roy Anthony and every Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is
Anthony
anybody out
Show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank
and Cynthia.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank
and Cynthia.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. Everybody tune in, you dig it? It's funny as hell, my dude. It's where we can kick
every Tuesday.
Everything is going
every
down.
Thursday.
They about to do the most. It ain't a confrontation, it's a conversation, homie. Yo, on the weekends, Roy Anthony
every
Show.
Tuesday.
It's during the week, homie. The Roy
every
Anthony
Thursday.
Show. What you listening to? The Roy Anthony Show. Come on and get up,
tap in
before we gotta
tap in.
What you listening to? The Roy Anthony
every
Show.
Tuesday.
Come on and kick it with us. The Roy Anthony
every
Show.
Thursday.
It's going down, homeboy. The Roy Anthony Show. Co-host
tap in.
Big Hank. We getting it. What you think? Hey. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the homie Big Hank
and Cynthia.
It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. And it's featuring the co-host Big Hank
and Cynthia Joy.
What it do? What it do? What it do? Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. Once again, this is Roy Anthony with the whole world to the left side of me. And glad to be here. It is December the 19th, 2023. I'm Roy Anthony, professional stand-up comedian, civil designer, proud black man in America, with a lot of my constituents of all different flavors, you know, family members. I call my constituents family members, some friends, some associates, you feel me? So I just say constituents. Welcome to the Roy Anthony Show. My co-stars, Cynthia Joy Towner, will be popping in. She's coming out of Colorado Springs. Big Hank will not be attending today. He had to head a funeral, you know, getting the funeral together and everything. You know, he's head deacon. He makes everybody who's have a loved one that's passed, they seem to go to St. Luke's Holy Baptist Church, and Big Hank be having it on point. Believe that. We also want to give a shout out to the WO Entertainment Network. This network was created to bring awareness to how our veterans commit suicide on a daily rate. And so what we've learned is that, you know, suicides has come from depression, feeling inadequate, and we have learned that we have, you know, we strike up conversations, try to talk about every single thing. And we're coming towards what they have described as the Christmas season. And we're going to get into that. That's the subject today. You know, what does Christmas mean to you? The WO, which was created by Richie King, aka Redneck Pimp, co-creator Goose, our social producer Blue Phoenix, 8th and Daily. And I just seen that we had lost one of the sponsors, and so not lost, but like I say, went a different direction and stuff. And so I've had to edit certain things. Matter of fact, we'll have to edit our title when it comes in. Certain people, it's always interchanging. You know how things is. Things change up, and you got to be able to move with the flow. And so we just want to make sure we give credit where credit is due. Got to give a big shout out to our friends like Carl Loomis, who's part of the BB Nation, back with veterans based out of Oregon. He represents that crew. He's one of our brothers, but we want to give a shout out to the BB Nation, the Long Beach All Stars, which is comprised of Long Beach, Compton, Linwood, and Watts, veterans and non-veterans that come together, working together for the common good. Then the whole WO Entertainment, which is based around the whole United States and other countries, and then our own personal family, friends, associates, and those who don't like us. That's cool with us, you know what I'm saying? And so this, we tell people we're not, we're God fearing, but we ain't your typical, uh, what they call the basic church Christians. You feel me? You'll notice some how we describe, how we talk, because we all have those testimonies where we've came from diversities and try to make things happen. We are very, very pleased to see another year. You know, it seems like if it's not a birthday, we got a holidays and like that. And and not to be a damper or something like that, because when a lot of people around the world tends to focus on December 25th being Christmas, when really, if you read the word, the angel came to Mary in the middle of the year, which is like June or July. And if a woman is holding a baby for 9 months, which is the typical scenario for women who are pregnant, unless there's a medical situation, it usually lasts 9 months. And so when the angel came and visited Mary, which was in June or July, it says in the middle of the year, 9 months, if you go back and say if it was July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, I think they have it mixed up. I think that Easter Sunday should be Christmas, and then December the 25th, it looks like it's one of the jury days when we think that, I would think that would be uh, resurrection, when they killed Christ. And a lot of people say, oh, I don't know about if I believe in God or Jesus. Well, the whole world do, because it's based on our timing is based on it. That's why it's called BC, before Christ, DC, during Christ, AC, after Christ. If you look at it all times, they say dinosaurs 10,000 BC. BC means before Christ, you know, um, and so it has to be relevant, you know, and so, but we still honor that he came onto the earth. And sometimes we get focused, and the society gets us focused on items that doesn't pertain to Jesus. Santa Claus doesn't pertain to Jesus. It does not. You have your choice of reckoning about Christmas trees and stuff. I know in our generation it becomes nostalgic, but because we sit around and sing songs like, I was singing Otis Redding's old song, Merry Christmas, baby. Hey, surely treat me nice, right? And he'd be like, Santa came down the chimney, 3:30, y'all. Left all those good old presents for my baby and for me. Hey, man, see, so it becomes nostalgic, family members and stuff like that. And if anything that's going to work to bring us together, which is, really a shame that we wait till one day out of a year to show gratitude and show humanity, love to humanity. And that's in some cases, because to me, some people take Christmas as a chance to get someone the ultimate present. And I've seen some of the craziest fights on Christmas shopping. You ever notice that? Like, why would you be fighting over a gift to give someone? You know what I'm saying? If you get it, I feel like it's tainted. It's tainted blood on that gift. You fight somebody. I done seen them fight in the parking lots. You know, just just forget about humanity. This is my parking spot. This is my parking spot. You cut me off, and I've seen them actually fighting. I'm like, whoa, you know, fighting over presents at the store, the last one. You know why and stuff. It's not about that. You know, Christmas to me, for one, means salvation. That's what Christmas means to me. That where me as a human was bound for hell. This is my belief. I don't counter my beliefs. I don't debate with other people about my beliefs because what works for them works for them. What works for me and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody trying to tell Warren Buffett how to make some money. You wasting your time, you know. Um, I believe that Jesus came upon this earth, offered salvation. There's a lot of tall tale signs throughout history, scientific studies, and everything. You know, we just so shallow in the mind sometimes that we think that we created ourselves the way people act, don't they? But that's what our Christmas mean to me is salvation. When I was a little kid, um, it was perceived quickly that Santa Claus didn't exist. Not in my neighborhood. For one, we didn't have no chimney. And second, the windows are shut boarded tight. Santa Claus come in our house, we don't know who this crazy white man is. And stuff. He's about to leave, instead of leaving cookies, he's about to leave these two-piece combinations on them. But um, for my kids when they was little, I see me setting up the tree. They didn't see me wrapping up the presents. I kept them here, which uh, I let them know that I got them, and some other people got them something. You know, I did not let them put their faith into some fake stuff. You know, anything I would tell them that the angels brought these presents. You know, something that's realistic. You know, some people takes the Christmas time as this is the time to ornament your house and everything. But with me, like I said, it means salvation. It means that I have a chance to go to heaven. Am I a saint? No, I'm far from a saint. But my faith in God and believing that is where I am. It's no, I believe I like Christmas for when families can come together. You know, seeing different people breaking their necks and doing everything they can so they can be with their family for a certain gathering. You know, um, Christmas dinners, sharing dinner with your loved ones, and uh, partaking in fun with family members, leaving stuff, you know, behind it, uh, giving, you know. It can pertain to a lot of different ones and different things. But for me, I take it as that. It seems like this is the time of the season that that joy is in people's hearts because people are wanting to. And then, you ever notice it's amazing when people put their minds together, how things come about as far as like during this time of season, everybody's, well, I'm gonna say 80% of the people are in a giving and joyful mannerism. Um, they, this is the time where it seems like we are all on one mind. You know, I don't need to go to any place outside my home to give glory to God. Not saying I won't. I'm just saying this, you know, myself, I've been invited to like 8 different functions for Christmas. Like, bro, what you doing for Christmas? Hey man, if you here, my family wants you here. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the offers of opening up their homes for me to come and meet their family members and stuff. And that to me speaks volume when people wants me to meet their family members who's coming out of town, and they like, man, you know, they enjoy your company and stuff. To me, that speaks volumes, you know, and I'm grateful for that. You know, I like having a good time with people, and don't let me have some good food. Oh, it's over with. Some good food, something to drink, a little smoke. There it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for my kids. You know, glad that my children have seen another Christmas. Well, you know, it's coming sooner. It's approaching. To my understanding, Christmas is Monday, and so I just want. I know kids in school is out of school and enjoying this Christmas break, um, and I'm grateful for that. I love seeing kids and um, teens and just people laughing, enjoying themselves. I guess, you know, like me being a stand-up comedian, it would be apparent that I enjoy seeing people laugh. I really do. I used to when my baby daughter was one, she didn't understand Christmas first like we did. She was 1 years old and she was happy with the wrapping paper, right? And so I was like, I got her a gift, and I'm like, I could have saved my little $59 because she was just happy about the paper, the wrapping paper and stuff. But anyway, sometimes we take it takes a happiness when I was able to obtain something for my kids. Now that with me saying that, I've known a lot of people though who's gone to jail around this time at Christmas because of trying to get gifts and presents for their kids or certain loved ones. And it's not about that. The biggest gift that we cannot duplicate is salvation. You're having a chance to live. That is the biggest gift. Some people minds are so shallow, they thinking that if I don't come with a gift, I'm gonna be looked down upon. Who cares? And so it's, if they say the thought is counts and say, hey, I don't have it, but I sure want to get you something. I, you know, I drew it on a piece of paper, gave it to him. It was the thought, for real. I ain't trying to sound. People are trying to play you like, oh, it sounds cheap to me. Well, no, it's not cheap. It's really the thought that counts. That's what they say, right? It's of the thought that counts. Well, here's a piece of paper. I was thinking about you, you know. But I want everybody to know this Friday, December the 22nd, we're having our you know, we have a live stand-up comedy show in downtown Long Beach. You know, that's in Long Beach, California. And our shows is on Thursday nights, but this show will be Friday night. You know, this old flyer, I'm sorry, you know, they gave me some new flyers and I just didn't have the time to upload it. We even have a musical, what they call a, not a musical, but a live flyer going out as well. But right at 246 East 3rd Street, downtown Long Beach, we're going to have the big, it's a nice comedy show. Matter of fact, I just got word, you know, we had knew the itinerary, but we got some heavy hitters coming in this Friday. And when I say heavy hitters, I'm okay. Big Hank is hosting the show this Friday. So if you're in Los Angeles, Long Beach, you visiting friends and family members, and you want to take them somewhere, take them to the stand-up comedy show. It's downtown Long Beach, right? Doors open at well, they've been opening up the doors on 6 on Thursday because of Thursday night football, and they got the big screens. We've been watching. But this Friday night, this Friday, December the 22nd, doors open at 7:30. Show starts at 8:30. Gives you a time to sit down. Um, this hosted by Big Hank Norman, of course. But man, the comics, Melrose Uncut, Kenny Jones, Caramel Gray, Marty McFly. I've seen Marty back in the days. He probably don't know, remember, but we'll remember. Jamaro McClain and Black Rosebud. They will be performing this Friday, downtown Long Beach. Um, $10 at the door. Pretty soon, when they do them pre-sales, them ticket doors is gonna go up because we've been having a lot of people talking about us. And those who's not in California, don't trip, don't fret, because you can watch it on YouTube. That's right. Just go to Roy Anthony Live, and you will be able to watch it on YouTube. We're the only comedy show that is streaming live. So you might see blunders and stuff like that. I get a lot of comments. Some of the comments on the comics. If you like the comic or you don't, you give your opinion. You know how that goes. But if you're not in Long Beach, California, anywhere in the U.S., any other countries that have YouTube, we're YouTube Live. Roy Anthony is YouTube. Roy Anthony Live. And please subscribe to the channel. You'll see a lot. We're about to bring in more content. This is just the start, baby. I'm telling you. And we love our podcast because this gives us a chance to talk with our constituents as regular basis. If you'll notice, I'm totally different talking with you here than I am when I'm doing stand-up comedy, because that's that persona of myself, Roy Anthony. I am Roy Anthony Walters, but my stage name I go by is Roy Anthony. And one of the things that I like is that, so somebody had asked me about some of the shows, some of the skits and stuff like that, and we work a lot. We got a lot of skits. We got a lot of different things going on. Just like when y'all probably seen when I've done my opening. When we first was working on the Roy Anthony show with segments. We talking about like sketch comedy shows. We've been working on one. We got in the troupe, the comedians that we work with. I told them our team is tight than anybody. For real, I put us against anybody. Wild and Out, Kings of Comedy. For real, hello the Kings of Comedy, man. I bag on the tails. You feel me? You don't want to funk with us. Participate with us though. We got the real live real stand-up comedy. And I call everybody out. Listen, look me in the eyes. The real stand-up comedy. Sometimes, and you can tell we're real comedy because laughter is contagious. And there's been nights where we didn't have a lot of people there in the audience. We had more people viewing it, and we still got them crying, laughing. People started hearing this and coming up, So we pride ourselves into taking our professions so seriously. And sometimes I wonder when the people's popping in, I'm getting text messages like, hey, and I can't help people when they don't, but we have a nice show. And I want to give a shout out to Shanice and Guy, the owners, project owners that runs the property at 246 West 3rd Street. Guy has been doing our production, and dude's a genius at this. We are working on, like I said, some other projects. Right now, it's just, how this coming to the end of the year, it gets so busy. Everybody's rustling and bustling, trying to get things done. I was in the middle of some things myself. I didn't get to bed till like 2 o'clock in the morning, was back up at 5:30, because there's goals I've set and there was some stuff I had to take care of. And but I'm grateful, and I want to say this. I'm grateful for everybody who watches and participates on our show. Well, I always tell people, keep God first. No matter what you're going through, you're not by yourself. If you was born out of a woman and parents, if you was born as a human, You wasn't hash. Some people, I think they either was hash or they aliens. But if you came in the naturalness of birth, you got feelings like everyone, like everybody else do. Sometimes we have to put ourselves and humble ourselves. Sometimes the word of God just hits me in the heart. Didn't even know remember that scripture, but it says, "My people are called by my name. Humble yourselves and pray. Seek my face and turn from your wicked ways, and I will forgive you of your sins and heal your land." That's a major right there. I go by where, to whom can give me exceedingly abundantly more than I can ask or think from the power inside of me. Some people wonder why these people getting blessed. I'm not, because you ask not. You have not because you ask not. Are you in a position to receive these gifts, these presents, these blessings? Somebody told me one day, he said, "Man, I make this $1 million, man. That's why I'm gonna be humble." I'm like, "Nah, bro. Humble is not something you just turn on and turn off. It's a personality trait that you have to work on, even when you don't have that $1 million." Now, we've had this show before about humbleness. Humbleness is not letting somebody just slap you upside your head or something and all that, and you don't do nothing. That's not humbleness. To me, that's scariness and you getting your butt whooped. Humbleness to me is like you come to my house. I can have a big old gigantic mansion, and I ask you, I say, "Hey, you hungry? Want something to drink?" And you're like, "Yeah." And I get up and I make you a sandwich. What would you like on it? I'm not clapping my hands. "Hey, Maria, fix them something." Nah, I'm humble. Just like I won't be at my show this week, but I'm so humble because I'm more hyped up seeing these other comics coming on the show, and I won't be able to attend. And my name's on it's my show, but I won't be able to attend this one. But I'm hyped for them. I'm humble for them. Even if I was there, I'd be like, "Hey, need me to do something, need me to help something." You feel me? You know. And then I think this is time of the season when it should be easy to get along with people. As far as if there's anything you had a problem with anybody, this is the time of season. It makes it easier to get that by, especially coming into a new year. You know, I'm still thinking I'm still be writing 2022. It seems like it's going fast. We're coming to the end of 2023. To my understanding, we coming into 2024. And this is a time when you have aught with anybody to forgive them so that God can forgive you. And if you did something to somebody and stuff, or they did something to you, forgive them. If you did something to somebody, "Hey man, my bad." That's how I do it. If I did something to somebody, I know it. First thing I say is, "Hey bro, my bad. For real. Didn't mean that, dog." It's that simple. You know, God understands my heart. He doesn't go by because I wear hoodies and a beanie and a hoodie and chains and a diamond ring and watch and I like, I like what how I look or my clothes and all that. Because my grandmother said when you should make sure you keep your body clean, baby. Make sure you keep your skin. Don't be ashy. Put lotion and oil on your skin. If when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, the good things happen to you. That's how I feel. So I'm grateful, and so this, like I said, this is time when you can ask someone for forgiveness, ask to be forgiven, and then ask God, because then that's the total equation. Because then you can ask God for anything. It says if you have fault with anybody, forgive them, so you can be forgiven. Then you can ask the Father for anything. See, some people want to interpret down to you. You can't ask God for no money. Who told you that? It never said that in the word. He may not gave it to you because look how doubtful your faith is, and you trying to push that on other people. Just like when I don't like this saying, when you know that crazy saying, you want to make God laugh, tell him your vision. I mean, tell him your plans. That's not scripture. Because the word of God says people without a vision will perish. You got to have some type of plan, and he's just going to help you and twerk and make it sure it's right. And when you building something that's founded, because our society, a lot of people is based on shifting sand. What's a form of shifting sand? Getting fast money, dope money. You know, I really don't be tripping on that. But my biggest thing is these skin trades, kidnapping kids, selling them and stuff like that because of money. You know, found out there's over close to 600,000 people comes up missing a day. What the world is this? It's 300 million people in the United States. So what the world? You know what I'm saying? And all these police we got around here, instead of giving tickets and messing with pedestrians, police officers, you need to be catching these people who's grabbing people. 600,000 people come up missing every day, and you worried about who's jaywalking and all that. Man, come on with that, man. That's why I'm like, this system, you need to reset. We need to not this language. I never relinquished the police department, but we need a new set of training, a new way of doing it. The veterans that's been out there, like Commander, who works with Richie King, he said he had to use his gun probably once or twice, and it's because he was actually being threatened. And so you got some of these gung hoes ready to shoot a pedestrian because she's scary. You want to be around the black neighborhoods, but you're scared of the blacks. For real. You scared of some them people down in Uganda, Texas. You remember when them little kids, they were scared to approach the shooter. Big fat stomachs. You want to mess with pedestrians, but when it came down to an active shooter, one of them said, I didn't sign up for this. What you sign up for? Oh, deer hunting, your peers, stopping other people who can't carry a weapon. Because soon, for real, because as soon as you find they have a weapon, you scared. Blackson got killed, and we reaching for a cell phone. How do this? Looks like a gun. Because you scared and stuff. And then you want to sit up there, and the thing to me is you don't have remorse. I feel compassion for the people who's lost family members, the innocent family members, to the hands of an authorization like police. That's a shame. And then you think we don't want the police revenge each other. Let one of the police officers get hurt or killed. They trying to come at you. Oh, but I'm supposed to feel the same when it's my family members? You better think again, because insanity is when we keep doing the same things over and over and over and expecting different results. See, I fear no man. I can only fear God, because he can destroy my soul. While you look through my eyes, which is the portals to my soul, they can't get to my soul. They can only deal with this flesh. They can't think, they can't mess with the mindset, because the mindset is in parallel of what God has given to me. And what God has brought, no man can put asunder. Some of y'all put too much belief into another person. This person can tell you how to live because they make a little bit more. They seem to be a little bit more founded than you. And so peace is within. See, I'm a secure individual, so I have peace within myself. And will I stand up for injustice? Yes. Do I stand up to bullying? Yes. Ever since I was a kid, I stand up to bullying. I stood up to police. And I ain't saying all police, but guess what? Your stigma is what it is. Because if one police officer get hurt or something, you all coming to them. Well, guess what? You need to look at it the same way, messing with my family members. And you should take that same consideration to everybody else's family members, because people getting tired. For real. I want to give a shout out to my brother. His dad's been having was having a surgery, heart surgery, and fighting colon cancer. So let you know that our prayers is going with you, bro, and stuff. Give a shout out to my mother. Seeing, I'm not. She be like, don't be telling them my age. She's seen a lot of Christmases though. Got love, respect for her and my family members, friends, and associates. You know, I'm not scared to talk about it. As y'all can see, I knew Big Hank wasn't gonna be here, and Cynthia Joy. I had some scenarios going through. Some people just like listening to me, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't get caught up with all the rumor mills and stuff. Man, that shit gets sickening. I'm gonna tell you, like, as a stand-up comic, I've been hearing a lot of stuff like Cat Williams and Tiffany Haddish. But I don't care less about that. For real. You know, I say it like this because, I'm not on nobody's job. You see what I do. Roy Anthony, and I hang with my peoples. Big Hank, Melrose, Black Rose, but I do Lil Rob. I do it like that. But I sometimes I feel there's jealousy. Tiffany Haddish making movies. Cat ain't made a movie since Friday After Next. I did see him play a pigeon on Cats and Dogs, Pussy Galore or something. That's the only thing, And I did see him some movie with, I think the dude named Jay Farrell or something like that. But ain't nobody trying to, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be bitter, but that's on him. I tell people, I call them out. Everybody say Roy Anthony calling all the comics out. I'm calling you out. I don't care who you are. Spears, Crawford, all that. Funk with us. Come over this way. We'll put you on the stage. I sure come to your spot and clown. We can meet Wild and Out, all them cats, man. I know who you are. And so we calling you out on podcasts, live shows. We ain't hard to find. We're not hard to find. And just like I'm being grateful about my Clippers. That's one of the reasons Big Hank didn't want to come on, because last night we had talked and the Lakers was playing. They lost, even though they hung up the mid-tournament banner, which I think that's whack. Me and my team, we trying to get NBA championships. You understand me? And so for real, golden record book galore. Get your. The Lakers played their season. It looked like their season is over because they ain't won a game since the tournament. My Clippers are 8 games winning streak. And we ain't just winning by 2 or 3 points. We whooping butts. We resting the starters. Ain't eating popcorn, enjoying Harden. Harden said, let me go out here now and do my razzle dazzle. Clowned them. 18 points in a row. Clowned them. For real. I loving my Clippers. Been a Clippers fan, and not just a bandwagoner. Went through the bad days when they used to practice out Southwest. Clown would go into a spot. Don't let me have a Clipper t-shirt on. Oh my goodness. People, you was getting bagged on. Look, I was a comedian and I couldn't even hold it down sometimes. But I'm thankful. I'm grateful for everything that's been going on. My Raiders look like we starting to get. My Raiders whooped up some last Thursday. They whooped the Chargers 63-21, and that's the 21 is not really one because we was whooping them 49-0 by halftime. We was up there. Devontae Adams, he sat up there in the stands eating popcorn. Let me watch the rest of the game and stuff. But I am very, very happy about my Clippers. You can believe that. And I'm definitely happy about seeing another Christmas and stuff myself. I never thought that I was going to make it to the year 2023. There was a time in my life I didn't think I was gonna make it to the year 2000. That's being honest. Um, and to be here at this point, I can only say, look, you're looking at a happy camper and stuff. Um, Big Hank, Lakers lost last night. And I know I'm hearing from all the Laker fans because I was true. Let me tell you how deep a Clippers fan was. When they forced Donald Sterling, and I thought, because that was my team too. Corey Maggette, Elton Brand, Richardson, Chris Kaman, man, they were balling. And Donald Sterling, an arbitrage. So I remember I was focused on who's going to get the winning bid, who's going to do the winning bid. And Mr. Ballmer, his bid for the Clippers was so high that the second person coming in wasn't even close. They was off by 400 million. See, Steve Ballmer is a multi-billionaire. We all use Microsoft Word, and he used to be the president of Microsoft Word, and he set himself up with a nice pension package. I don't blame him, because he making billions just sitting around. He put $2 billion out of his own pocket for the Clippers. Like, well, what should I give? He didn't have to put a team or a group of investors and let me get Michael Jordan along with this investment group. No, he's like, I don't need that. Clippers, here, let me see. I mean, count him out, $2 billion out of his pocket. He won it hands down because the next bidder was at 400 something million. He was a Russian guy, and he looked at Steve like, damn. $2 billion beats 400 million easily. You understand me? Because 1 billion is 1,000 million. That's what they told me. 2 billion, and only closest one was 400 million. You do the math. Now, we got our own stadium being built, state of the art, hotel built on it with the parking and everything right by the LAX airport. And it's so quickly how people get on the bandwagon. When they first got James Harden and they was losing the first 4 or 5 games, I said to myself, oh, this is just it's just an adjustment to here's one of the queens come in. What's up with you, Cynthia Joy?
What's up, boo? I'm in work. So I thought I'd
come
in and say what it do. And I know the Christmas holiday coming up, so I want to make sure everybody know I love them all and put the good holiday vibes out there for the people.
Okay. And I knew that you at work and stuff like that. And Big Hank is working too. He had to do a funeral, which is, man, that's sad to bury somebody a couple of days before Christmas, but you know how that is. I just everyone, I just want to say I'm glad to see Cynthia's in. This is one of the most motivated individuals I've ever seen in my life. She is a stroke survivalist, and she is doing more with having only 70% of functionality of her body compared to everybody with 100% and won't do nothing. I see you with the Saturday Night Fever pose. Hey, that's a brand. That's a silhouette. Would you for real? Just thought the art just showed me that. You know how Jordan got the jump, man, and all that, doing this for real. I got some grant papers for you. You got a lot of people who's been filling your cause about bringing awareness to how you call it different abilities. See, I've been learning.
Good job.
So, I was heathen in the general public until I got around Cynthia. Everybody was handicapped if they didn't walk straight. But she said different abilities. And there's a push that people with different abilities want to be accepted just like they don't want nobody to always, oh, let us hold your hand, make it acceptable for me to do my own thing. You know, I don't need you to help me. I don't need you to do all of that. We can have a conversation, but it used to be a time where we had homies that had to get on the sidewalk and we had to pop a woolly a little bit to get them over the curb. But now they got what they call curve ramps at the intersections. And y'all seen those a lot. And those got the they call it truncated mats. A truncated mat means it's a bubble. That means while they going up a little bit, if they lose their grip, they ain't quick to slide backwards or roll backwards. A lot of people would know that and stuff. I've actually had to design a lot of handicap ramps and stuff like that. And there's a certain slope that you want them to be able. You don't want somebody trying to fight their own wheels and stuff like that, because there's some people still in manual wheelchairs. That'd be something that I would love to be able to do, is get all these people electric wheelchairs and have accesses to sidewalk. Now this has happened before and I've seen this, and that's why they hired me to go around the city. There were certain areas where they get on the sidewalk in an electric chair and they ride the sidewalk, and when they go to cross the street, the other spot don't have a ramp, so they had to go into the street a little bit, right, and got hit by a car. And so we like to make sure that please follow what Cynthia is saying, as far as like there's a lot of momentum, and this isn't just affecting Colorado Springs. This affects the whole U.S.
That's it.
This is a push that where we all should be able to be equal. We can't be equal physically, but we can sure have approachments and how to get into buildings and everything, accessibility and stuff, for real. I seen where mentally challenged young people can work. It used to be where people, oh yeah, just kept them in the back room, give them Cheetos and watch nature show. Now these people will, who got mental challenges and stuff, they work at fast food restaurants and everything. Yeah, we're looking at that's a nice ceiling fan.
I'm gonna try to throw some sheets up before I leave.
Yeah, I know it. I was about to get off of here early anyways.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. I will be here Thursday. There's a big show. Our show is this Friday. And stuff. Then it'll be next Thursday, next week on the 28th. I'll be back. But this week, I had told Big Hank and the fellas I wouldn't be there. But we having a big show. I'm excited about the show. And I won't be there. Some top comics. Big Hank hosting in one. But Melrose Uncut, Black Rosebud, one of the brothers, I don't know where I did with my phone. There was 3 or 4 others, but I want to make sure that I said their names correctly before I bring it up. It again, which I didn't get a chance to download it. Kenny Jones, I don't know why. Oh, man, he gonna be like, man, how you gonna forget Kenny Jones? Cold Cat right there. Caramel Gray, Marty McFly, he's hilarious. Jamero McClain and Black Rosebud, I said his name. But this Friday, and those who can't see the show, go to Roy Anthony Live. Please subscribe to our channel. See that we put the proof is in the pudding. So, hey, before we get up out of here, Cynthia, what's your words before? I know you got to get ready to go. Give us some ending words.
I got a bunch of words, but not a bunch, just a few. First and foremost, remember that you're blessed by the best, and there's a purpose for your pain. So don't think that you're going through something and there's nothing to learn from it. It's all about perception. So God put you in trials sometimes for you to figure out how to strengthen yourself. So stand firm, plant yourself like the tree that you are, let your roots grow deep and just grow from it. Never give in to giving up on yourself. Know that you are loved and blessed by the best. And as long as you put one foot in front of the other, you can never fail. So stand strong.
Word. Hey, I was gonna tell you, when you ever put a show together, I'm coming up there. We've been all talking about we're gonna bounce to Colorado Springs. It's real simple, for real.
Well, that's what's up, because I'm in the mix of getting something to put together. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming out and stuff for real. And I've been wanting. A lot of people has been asking me, "How are we gonna go and see Cynthia and stuff?" I'm like, "Man, yeah," and stuff. We want to support her up there too. Plus, I'm really curious about the weather and stuff. It's not really cold up there, is it?
No, it's beautiful today.
See what I'm saying? I'm here in Kansas City regretting it. Man, it was 28 degrees.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Isn't it though?
It's like 67, but it felt like 75.
I went out there and I'm like, 75?
Yeah.
I thought y'all was so cold, man.
Just come visit your sister and you'll find out what's up.
Yeah, I'm about to come out there and stuff. Here it is, December in Colorado Springs. She talking about it was 70, and I'm over here in this tundra and stuff for real. And stuff. I wanted to do that. Is it like that all the time? It's not because of El Nino. Well, like they've been saying El Nino make the northern states warmer than what they usually do at this time of the year.
Well, you got to think about global warming and all the climate change in general. So it's just so much stuff that, attributes to our weather right now. But it's been like this since I've been here, and I've been here for 18 years.
Oh, wow. Oh, your babies were born there, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. They ain't, I'm just, so they don't know nothing really about Chicago except when you go back.
No, they go to Chi-Town and they have a culture shock every time we go.
Look, I had a layover in Chicago this past weekend, right?
You don't want them problems.
Saturday. I'm leaving 77 degrees. I lie to you not. We come into Chicago. It is so cloudy, you can't see nothing. Somebody Facebook, it says Facebook user, doesn't say who you are.
I'm in South Alabama and the sun out here full blast, and it's only 51 out.
See what I'm saying?
Sorry for you, boo.
Wait, that's how I was when first when I went to I had a layover in Chicago, right, Joey? The clouds are so deep that when we finally got through the clouds after shaking and stuff like that, it was raining and everything. It just looked gloomy in the morning. I'm like, I don't like this. But what Facebook user, it doesn't show your name, Facebook user. But when I flew to Kansas City week before last, it was sunny and everything. I said, oh, it's nice. I said, oh man, that hawk was like, yeah, food your tail. Get back in there and put on 2 sweaters and a jacket. But I want to say that. Your sheets. I beg your pardon. What'd you say?
I was talking to my client.
Oh, okay. Well, look, everyone. I want to say this, and I said this at the beginning. This seems always a time for the season where we it's easy to ask people for forgiveness or you forgive and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Look here, sometimes, and I ain't trying to sound the sayers like the New Year's Eve song, where all acquaintance be forgot. Put that stuff behind you. Mm-hmm. We have, like Joy said, there's a lot going on in this world for us to be able to have to keep personal luggage on you, which is non-forgiveness and hatred and stuff. Mm-hmm. These make locks and barriers. I tell people, watch that Christmas Carol movie. I watched that in the middle of the year. Y'all hear me talk about it. It's saying, hey, family, but we can't see who you are. It just says Facebook user.
Hey, sugar.
How you know is well, I guess a sugar could be anybody when it comes to
right.
joy. Yeah.
It's unisex.
I call the women, I be like, hey, sugar. I ain't gonna say that to no dude. Cynthia, she's universal. Oh, it's Christina. Hey, Christina.
Oh, what's up, boo thing?
Your name wasn't popping up. It just says Facebook users. And she said she down in Alabama.
I thought Christina was in Mississippi.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, change. It's like just happening for everybody.
And we'll be back Thursday. The show will be on Thursday, and then next week will be our last week for the 8th season. With
Okay.
some major changes going on. Matthew Brooks is no longer with us.
Okay.
Um, and then there's some other ones. So we got to change up the title as far as the visionaries that I show some of the editing. I got a lot of editing going on right now. I'm all of the comics that's performing on Arts. We've been creating them little 2 and 3 minute clips that we're gonna flood the world with on TikTok, Facebook, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, Instagram, all that. Um, but like I said, this is a time where Mark 11, 5 through 21 really helps y'all. If you have aught with anybody, forgive them. So God in heaven can forgive you.
That
And
part.
then you can ask God for anything and he'll do it. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nobody tell you you can't ask God for this and God for that. That's their relationship with God.
Right.
Don't let somebody say you can't ask God for money. It's never said you can't ask God for money. He said you can ask him for anything.
Hey, to piggyback what else you said though, remember that it's power. You give your power away when you hold on to grudges and negative energy. So don't allow nobody to steal from you what you deserve. And you deserve happiness. So don't let nobody steal that from you.
Yeah. Don't, take this time to see. I see how our societies go. Don't go with the crowd because the crowd says this and says that and say, I'm giving you. Look, if anything you took from me, please take that. You can get a relationship with God. And we are saying what does Christmas mean? We're gonna come back on that. But like I told him, Christmas means, oh, wait a minute, somebody let me say Christmas means to me, friends and family, be grateful for what I do have. Christina's saying, she says, I am in Mississippi. See, somebody else is two, must be two people that's it's just saying Facebook users. We can't see your names, y'all. It's saying Facebook users. But I said, I'm grateful for salvation. The heathen like me was headed to hell. But the ultimate gift that nobody can top that is salvation. Like Pac said, only God can judge me. So I found that I can ask God for anything because one is like Chris. Now I'm gonna piggyback off of what Cynthia just said. If you keep all this hatred, unforgiveness, all this misery, you're making locks like what's his name that was on the Screw show, Marley, who had all those chains and all that stuff. That stuff is real, man. You keep all of that. And one night I got on my knees and purged myself. 2007, I got on my knees and I purged. I wanted God to forgive. I wanted to be able to forgive everybody from where the doctor slapped my butt when I was born to that present moment. And he helped me. And I was like, wow, I started seeing things I forgot, problems I had with cats in the streets, something over here, something in the family, something. And man, look, I got rid of all that. I was like that. What's that? What's Travis Kelsey's girlfriend's name? Cynthia. What's her name? What's the girl, the lady who sings? She said, shake it off. Haters gonna hate, hate. Players gonna play.
That's
shake it, shake it off.
What's her name? Taylor Swift.
Shake. I don't know the skinny white lady. She dates Travis Kelsey. Oh, Taylor Swift. I didn't know Taylor Swift until, and when I learned that song, Cynthia, I was on the plane and I couldn't find nothing good to watch, so I watched the animated movie Sing, and Sing 1 and 2, and that song kept sticking with me. Shake it off and shake it off, shake it off. And so I was like, okay. So then, of course, I'm such a Raiders fan, so I really don't pay attention to the Chiefs, and I kept hearing about Travis Kelsey messes with this lady, and I care less. So then I was like, thinking about that song. You ever have it popped up in my head, shake it off? And I looked, I said, oh, it's this lady right here. Okay. After I listened to it, I went back to my old stuff. Hey, y'all, that's been the top of our hour. this has been Cynthia Joy, who's at work doing laundry, folding up towels and blankets.
Right.
I've been Roy Anthony, thanking God to see another coming to the end of a year. I couldn't believe how fast 2020 went by.
Man,
We're about to go into 2024. And I still don't have a hovercraft yet. I thought we'd be in hovercrafts and like the Jetsons and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to just have to call Bootsy Collins and pick me up in the mothership. It's Bootsy, baby. All right, man. I got much love for you, Joy. Big Hank had a funeral to take care of. The lady said, my name is Wendy, for reals, laugh out loud. I will put a when I comment. Okay, for sure. But
I appreciate y'all.
Wendy. Yes. Now, like we said, we Tuesday and Thursdays on the podcast. This is where we just having a conversation. Thursday night, well, this Friday night, we moved the show from Thursday night to Friday night. We have a live stand-up comedy show in downtown Long Beach, California. And it's hosted by my boy Big Hank. It's Roy Anthony production. Please go on the Facebook. You'll see it. If you're not in the California area, please go to the YouTube Roy Anthony Live. You can go to YouTube Roy Anthony Live, and it's that simple. Subscribe to the membership and stuff for real. I'm outie. God bless. Roy Anthony.
Welcome to the Roy Anthony every Tuesday and every Thursday. Y'all tap in.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
Roy
Is
Anthony
anybody out
show
there?
is the spot to be, baby.
Hey, tune in. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The Roy Anthony Show. It's the hottest show, homie, on the West Coast. The